are some things you can't control. Like a sudden rise in the Texan air temperature. An unexpected raindrop in Shanghai. Or the competition's new upgraded front wing. Yes, there are some things out of your control, but being the best shouldn't be one of them. Like getting in that extra lap by perfectly timing your pit stop. Having your rival on your tail, but you've chosen a defensive driver. Or conserving your power unit to make that last lap overtake. Whatever the challenge, make the call.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all? Oh my god, I've absolutely ruined the chat box, haven't I? That's got to go back to what it was before. Jesus. Ooh, welcome along to Feature Focus. That is what we want. We want to learn about what is coming in the 2025 season. Obviously, I've done a few videos on it where possible with Hutch's teasers as well. And we're going to get into the video that they've just dropped on their F1 Clash channel. We're going to watch it for the very first time as well. David, thank you for your €2 donation as well. Thank you very much for that. I'll try and pop the alert up as well. Let me just do that one. Where are we? Streamlabs recent events. Let's do that again. There you go. So let's take a look. Let's first of all,
we just got a donation.
Let's see who's here. Quite a lot of people here already. TMD, Mark, Lord Dog, Gunners here, George, Frederick. Loads of people. 140 as it stands. Joe Newman's gifted a membership as well. Thank you, Joe. One gifted membership, and that has gone to Raghav, so congratulations. But welcome everybody. We're gonna head over to YouTube, and welcome to Julian on Twitch and Johnny on Twitch as well. And yeah, we're gonna get into a little bit of the feature focus video which comes out every year from Hutch, basically detailing some of the more key changes in the F1 Clash 2025 season. Obviously, if you don't know, F1 Clash 2025 is set to release tomorrow. So that will be releasing tomorrow. That's what we're told. And that will be in the afternoon. It will go down in the morning and it will go live in the afternoon into the evening. We hope that is for sure, as long as everything is going good. So let's get into the video. We're going to race through it and then ask any questions along the way. We can go and re-watch it. We can pause it on the rerun if you want, but we're going to watch it all together. Just make sure to keep me in the chat. Let me
Looks like there's a new follower.
And let me know and keep me updated with your thoughts. Mumford as welcome. Davide hitting the gifted membership, and Tariq gets that one as well. So we'll let the music play and then we'll get into the YouTube video. I think it'll play in a second. Congratulations, Tariq. So, hopefully this works. Here we go. So, straight from the F1 Clash channel, so make sure you go and hit them a subscribe after this as well. We're going to get into the feature focus. It's a 10-minute video, just under 11 minutes. We'll play it all the way through, and then I'm happy to replay it, and we'll pause it at each section. So let's give it a go. Let me know you can hear it. So if anybody can just let me know it's hearing sound okay, just hit me with a 1 when I play it. That would be great. But let's take a look. Hi everyone, it's Aaron here. You might know me as AzaW, and today I've got some seriously exciting content for you F1 Clash fans. Today I'm in the Hutch Games office in Shoreditch to reveal you exciting details of what's to come for the F1 Clash 2025 season. And with it comes a load of updates, new features and improvements that are going to take your F1 Clash experience to a whole new level. We're talking a brand new objective system that brings new rewards strategy to every race and the introduction to one of the most requested features of all, DRS. But that's not all. Legendary drivers are returning to the game, giving you a chance to race with true icons of the sport. And even better, the Pit Pass has been reworked to offer even better rewards and progression throughout the season. So buckle up, because I'm about to take you through everything you need to know for the F1 Clash 2025 season. Let's go. Firstly, we're diving into one of the most exciting new features to hit F1 Clash this coming season, the DRS. This is a total game changer, and if you're serious about dominating on the track, you're going to want to understand how it works. So, let me tell you how. DRS is a brand new gameplay feature designed to give players a huge boost to car performance, but only under the right conditions. Think of it as a tactical weapon that, when used properly, can help you breeze past your opponents and climb the ranks. And trust me, there's nothing better than overtaking your opponent and leaving them right behind. When you've equipped a rear wing component that includes the new DRS stat, a special DRS button will appear on your HUD during the race. The button features a DRS icon and lets you know exactly when it's ready. It will display ready when available to switch to, and active once you've tapped it and the boost is in use. But here is the catch. You can't just hit DRS whenever you feel like it. It's on cooldown at the start of the race and only becomes available after lap 1 has been completed. From there, you can use it at any point as long as you're not in P1 position, your tyres are not at 0%, and there's no safety car on the track. Because here at Hutch, health and safety is our #1 priority. The real trick, though, is the timing. DRS is most effective down them long straights, so planning where and when to activate it can make the difference between a bold overtake and a wasted boost. On twistier tracks, you'll need to think carefully, or maybe even switch up your components to get the most out of your race strategy. To make it easy, the game will give you a clear visual indicator when the DRS becomes available. The overtake button will light up green and display ready, so you'll always know the perfect moment to strike. And when you activate it, you'll not only feel the boost, you'll see it in action, both on your car and your opponents. When that DRS is active, it boosts your car's max speed and improves overtaking performance for a limited duration during the race. It's designed to give you that extra edge when you need it most, whether you're chasing down your rivals or making bold moves on the straights. Depending on how strong your DRS component is, you might even overtake multiple cars in one go. But be careful, if 2 cars activate the DRS at the same time, the effects might cancel each other out. One important note, if you're in first place, you won't be able to use DRS, so you've got to keep it fair. DRS is tied to rear wing components starting from Series 4. So if you want access, you'll need to equip the right gear. And just like other parts of your setup, DRS is upgradable, letting you improve its duration, cooldown, and the power of the boost. So are you ready to outsmart, outpace, and outdrive the competition? Master the DRS, and you'll be flying past the field in no time. Components utilizing the DRS at the start of the season are as followed. So we have the Exhale, which is a Series 4 epic rear wing. We also have the Aeroblade, which is a Series 9 rare rear wing. And finally, we have the Valkyrie, which is the Series 11 epic rear wing, all featuring DRS. To make it easy, the game will give you a clear visual indicator when DRS becomes available. The DRS button will light up green and display ready, so you'll always know the perfect moment to strike. And when you activate it, you'll not only feel the boost, you'll see it in action, both on your car and your opponents. Next, we're diving into something that's about to add a whole new layer of strategy, challenge, and fun to F1 Clash. And it also happens to be one of the most requested features by the community, and even a feature that I've wanted to see for a while. Say hello to the brand new Objectives system. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting your F1 Clash journey, Objectives are here to make every race, crate, and upgrade more meaningful and, of course, more rewarding. So what are Objectives? Objectives are mini goals that will refresh frequently, giving you the bonus reward for doing things that you already love today. Racing, upgrading drivers, collecting crates, and more. But that isn't all. These challenges also push you to try new strategies, explore different drivers, test out new components, and really dig into what F1 Clash has to offer. From winning races to qualifying ahead of your rival, to collecting boosts, coins, or even trophies, there's always something to aim for. And because these challenges rotate regularly, there's always a reason to check back, jump in, and push for that next reward. Not only do Objectives help you progress faster, they also reward you with objective points. Every time you complete a daily or weekly challenge, you can then spend those points in the brand new Objectives store, a special shop packed with high value items, exclusive crates, unique rewards you won't find anywhere else. Complete challenges, earn points, and treat yourself to some of the best gear in F1 Clash, all by racing smart. No pressure, no forced steps, just a flexible system that rewards you for playing your way. And if you're just starting out in F1 Clash, Objectives are a fantastic way to learn the game without feeling overwhelmed. You'll get guidance on what to do, what to focus on, and how to build your team without those long tutorials or hand-holding. And here's where things get spicy. During special events, you'll see unique objectives based on specific drivers, components, or even tracks. Perfect for seasoned pros looking for a challenge. It's the ultimate way to test your skills and get rewarded for your creativity and racecraft. Whether you're grinding duels, competing in GPs, or just doing your daily race runs, there's always something to compete and something to earn. Plus, you'll get clear visual progress, easy access to each challenge, and initiative ways to track your goals. So if you're ready to level up your F1 Clash experience, the Objective system is your next stop. Log in, complete challenges, earn rewards, and show the world what a true team principal can do. Back for 2025 are legendary drivers. This season, they're in from the get-go with 6 drivers available immediately. And them 6 are Mark Webber, Felipe Massa, Jenson Button, David Coulthard, Jacques Villeneuve, and for the first time ever, Giancarlo Fisichella. There'll be special events throughout the year where additional legendary drivers will be added. There'll be familiar faces and even some brand new legendary drivers. So keep your eyes peeled for these. Finally, the Pit Pass has undergone a major makeover ahead of the new season. This year, the Pit Pass is bigger and better, bringing a whole host of different rewards for players. There are now 60 milestones for players to earn, and the rewards are more varied and valuable than ever seen before. This year, you'll be able to get legendary drivers, legacy points, boosts, power-ups, limited edition liveries, and more. Each month will bring a new theme to the Pit Pass and to F1 Clash in general. And that's a wrap on everything coming your way in the F1 Clash 2025 season, from new driver roster and strategic DRS gameplay to objectives, legendary drivers, and of course that upgraded pit pass. There's never been a better time to jump in, build your dream team, and race to the very top. Let me know in the comments what feature you're most excited about. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, making sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Now, you can also keep up to date with F1 Clash updates on our social channels and the official Discord server, which you'll find down below in the description. Thanks for watching. I've been AzaW, and I'll see you on the track. So, I mean, that was a lot to take in for like 10 and a half, nearly 11 minutes. And you know what? The first time in my life that I've ever done anything like that. I mean, that was a complete first for me. And to be honest, it's absolutely horrible watching it back, because when you start to notice things, it's very frustrating. You know, when I'm stood there and my hands are going all the time and I'm generally moving from side to side, it is pretty nerve-wracking, I will generally say. And although, you know, I do a lot of videos and I put myself out there, social anxiety is one of my biggest weaknesses. And you know what? To do that in front of like 5, 6, 7 people actually recording it was absolutely crazy at the time. So you know what? A first time ever for me as well. But what I want to do is try and get some... Let's just try and go back through it and try and have a look at the key parts of the video. And we'll try and go through some questions as well. So yeah, Budokaran, our social channels, this video went on F1 Clash, so got to big up the F1 Clash, but thank you for all your appreciative comments as well. Let's go back to this.
We've got a new subscriber.
And hopefully I don't get... So what I want to do, I want to mute this out. And let's just answer some questions then. And what we can do is we can leave it playing in the background and we can try and answer any of the questions. So yeah, let's give it a go. So, and that's the thing, Joe. Not a lot of people see. People see people as a person and as a content creator. Trust me, it's a struggle behind the scenes. But if you've got any questions, let's draw a line. If you've answered any questions or asked any questions through the stream, let me know now. And then we'll let this play in the background as well, next to me. It'd be like double version of me, which is like worst case scenario for everything. So Callum, thank you very much for the alert. I've got to give... 2 seconds. I've got to give... It's only... Callum, I'll come and give you the shout out at the end with the alerts. Because I've got them turned off for this part. So, let's try and pick up some of your questions then. Should be a presenter for F1. I'll take that, Harry. You know, let them know. Appreciate the kind words as well, everybody. So, let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, I look at myself back and I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing, Azza? What are you doing? Grouping system for F1 Clash. So, at this point, I haven't seen anything. But I don't think last season they announced that there would be a grouping change. I might be wrong. I think they might have mentioned that they revamped it. No, I think they did. But I think they're going to stick with the system. I don't know anything. But I think they're going to stick with the same system. But I think they're going to tweak it. They're going to make some amendments, I'm sure. I would expect. But that is off me guessing as well. So hopefully they do, because this season's GP was a disappointment, and it's one of the most featured parts on this game. Everybody loves a GP as well. So that was it's going to be interesting. Kalen, what are you confused about with objectives? We can run through it again, no problem at all. I can bring the sound down as well, and we can play it back through. So, what about, so done the grouping system. Will the DRS be chargeable to use multiple times? I expect so. I don't think it's a one-hit wonder. I think you're going to get a hit of DRS, you're going to get a cooldown, you're going to get to use it again. I don't think it's a one lap or one straight, one corner push, whatever you want to call it. how to save tyres. Basically, blue down the straight, I think, is still going to exist. I think absolutely we're still going to have to exist with conserving down the straights to look after them tyres a little bit. But remember, if your rival is not using DRS, you can still follow the same way of trying to conserve your tyres. So that's going to still be the case. It's just going to be more difficult to conserve if you've got a rival behind you. DRS available, but no DRS zones. That's a good point. I mean, to be honest, you make a good point. So let's try and get. There was a bit I noticed. Now look at this. This wasn't a DRS zone. This is not a DRS zone in China. So let's play this through, because the DRS zone is down the straight and the back straight. So if we watch this carefully, this is out of the first few corners. There's no DRS activation zone here. And bang, DRS gets hit. So this is more like a boost, let's say, of DRS that you can use any... I'm pretty sure that's the case. There is no DRS zone there. So ultimately, you can use it anywhere on the track, it seems, to do an overtake. So as you can see, pushing out of that corner, DRS was available to use. So as long as it's active and ready to be able to be used, you're going to be able to use it. So interestingly, you're going to be able to use DRS, it looks like, anywhere on the track. And by God, that's a bad picture. Jesus. God, I'm getting so many comments. If I miss your comment, feel free to put there back up. Will there be sponsor tasks in GP? Frederick, I think that should answer your question. Sponsor task. We should still get a sponsor task in there. And this is for the Imola Grand Prix, which I think is actually our first GP, isn't it, of the season. So we've got Exception, or is it which one? No, I think it is Imola, potentially the first one. So this is actually probably quite realistic. Exception boost, 2,000 commons. I mean, can we read too much? Or 2,000 cards? Can we read into... Oh my God, that's an even worse photo. Oh, Jesus, get that off there. Oh God, Hutch, what have you done to me? That's a little bit better. Oh my God, that's even worse, I swear. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we've got the same. Junior, Challenger, Contender and Champion. We've got the summary rewards, the sponsor task. So I think that's going to be the same. Fisichella, obviously a legendary driver as well. And Recharge DRS, I believe, who am I? I don't know, but I believe it's going to be all to do with conserving like our power unit and trying to recover it as quick as we can. We'll find out. But I guess we don't know yet whether or not it's going to be on like a timer recovery, or we can do more to cover it. Remember, no DRS if you're in P1. So, do you think release going to take as long as last year? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So, fingers crossed, everything gets rolled out. I do believe it was actually a Google issue last time. It wasn't actually Hutch, but apparently it was a Google issue in terms of the rollout. So, yeah, definitely GP grouping was mentioned last year. I think that's because it was the biggest change. I imagine it's a new, maybe slight tweaks to it this season. They've had a long time to have a look at it, haven't they? Any team liveries with the pit pass, you will get 10. But there is also some special liveries, it looks like, when we did the pit pass trailer. Absolutely. We haven't applied to ever be an F1 commentator. I will happily be one, don't you worry. And the update, I don't know. The game's going to go down tomorrow, and it will come back up the next day. So, not the next day, sorry. The later in the day. So maybe in the afternoon, late evening, we should start seeing the download. What is a special boost giving us a reward in the Grand Slam reward? I don't know how. I think it's just a bottle, Davide. Don't know how to feel about the pit pass. Pit pass is a tricky one. Double the price is going to upset a lot of players. It absolutely is, and I agree with you all. A double the price is a massive increase. I get that, 100%. On NASCAR Manager, which is a similar owned game by Hutch, they have a pit pass on there. It's the same as the F1 Clash one is now, but it is $9.99. So they could have doubled the price and not added rewards. The good thing is that they've increased the rewards, but again, we've had to take the hit. Now, I think as players, we want to see improvement in the game to warrant that £10 per month pit pass. So we want to start seeing club tournaments. We want to start seeing big improvements in the game to warrant that extra little bit of cash injection that the game is. But I 100% agree that it's a bit of a steep curve for some players, or even most players out there as well. Yeah, Fizikella, I mean, we're trying to keep up with the questions. We will rewatch this video if you want to rewatch it. Absolutely, welcome Speed Racer. But yeah, the game is set to launch tomorrow. Didn't see the AI using any DRS though, so this could be a feature that only we have and the AI doesn't have, because I wouldn't know how they would be able to use it. A bit like the AI don't push, that could be the same. Calum said 64 boosts for P1 in 2024. It's now 90 in the junior graphic that we can see here, which is interesting. Yeah, a lot of people mentioning that one, which is good to see. And what else have we got? Not boosting in every corner. I tell you what, that's what we've got to find out though. Is it faster to use DRS on the straight or in the corners? If we can use it anywhere, that's going to be key. What else have we got? No apparent DRS zones. They might just use the same system. I think it looks like we can use it anywhere. That is from. I mean, there's another. I think there was another one. I've got it on mute at the moment. But where's this? So this is. I mean, there's another one of which is, I think, coming out of Brazil. And I think it's coming out... Here we go. So this is Brazil last corner, but I don't think DRS activates until the top of the straight. So you can see they've used it. They use it just before the DRS line, though. So maybe they're trying to hide that a little bit. Potentially. And yes, we can always see some more Easter eggs and try and find out as well. So it's going to be very interesting. So... yeah, pit pass, we get value, but again, I understand the cost increase. Remember, I think one of the best changes is actually this. I generally think objectives is really good. I think this is something that players have wanted for ages. Do you think some tracks will change their track stats? I don't see why not. I mean, Hutch might change it up a little bit. That would be good. I think it needs that. MK. I think that would be good for get us all learning again. More than 4 races in a series. Could we potentially see that as well? That could be interestingly. So, let's go through each section because it's around 3 or 4 minutes a section. Let's go back through and watch it. So, give me a 1 if you want to go back through and watch a section, and then we'll pause it and we'll get some questions on each section as we go along. Or 2 if you want to watch it all again completely. Or 3, you don't need to. Let me know. I'm happy to watch in sections again because I think it's very, very valuable to know what's coming. And oh my God, Lean is back again. We're going to have to cut to the screen. Lean is here. He has absolutely dropped 50 gifted memberships for everybody watching. Lean is the man, and I think there's a few people who don't need to watch it. There's a few people that want to go back through, so we'll do that. Now, let's go. Wow, Lean, you have just stunned the community. If you do receive a membership from Lean, do hit the W and the thank you in the chat. 50 gifted coming all the way from Lean. Lean is a legend. Let's get my... let's get the goats up on there, actually, before we go in. There they are. Lean and Davor. Let's get them back on the screen. Come on. Everybody getting the gifted memberships. Let's go. Absolute legend. Thank you very much, Lean. So, many of you have got a free membership for a month. What that means is you've got a special Discord access if you're in Discord. Make sure to link your YouTube channel and Discord together. I'll put the link in the description for my Discord as well. But congratulations, everybody who got the gifted. So, big up Lean as well. I'm just going to switch to this then. So let's go through each one. We're going to watch each one as a clip. And then we'll come back to any questions on each section. And then that will see us through. So, let's go with the first one. And let's everyone take information in, see if you can spot anything different, and then let us know as well. Yeah, Nash, I didn't obviously do too much of the NASCAR. Obviously, I just know from a visual that it's $9.99 a month, and it's not got as many milestones as now F1 Clash will. So again, just, yeah, easy comparison really. I was worried that if Hutch did up the price, they would keep it as 30-something milestones, 32. But I'm quite glad they upped the rewards. At least they're trying to show value. It just depends what's in the rewards though. So let's go through the first one. It's about 5 minutes long, and then save your questions, see if you can spot anything, and then we can go through each one. So let's go, first of all, back through the DRS. And let's, honestly, if I tell you, watch my hands and watch me move, you're going to feel so awkward. But it's the first time I ever recorded anything in front of anybody, and my social anxiety was on and through the roof. But let's go. Oh. I think I said that at the same time as well. Let's go. That's weird.
Firstly, we're diving into one of the most exciting new features to hit F1 Clash this coming season, the DRS. This is a total game changer, and if you're serious about dominating on the track, you're going to want to understand how it works. So, let me tell you how. DRS is a brand new gameplay feature designed to give players a huge boost to car performance, but only under the right conditions. Think of it as a tactical weapon that, when used properly, can help you breeze past your opponents and climb the ranks. And trust me, there's nothing better than overtaking your opponent and leaving them right behind. When you've equipped a rear wing component that includes the new DRS stat, a special DRS button will appear on your HUD during the race. The button features a DRS icon and lets you know exactly when it's ready. It will display ready when available to switch to, and active once you've tapped it and the boost is in use. But here is the catch. You can't just hit DRS whenever you feel like it. It's on cooldown at the start of the race and only becomes available after lap 1 has been completed. From there, you can use it at any point as long as you're not in P1 position, your tyres are not at 0%, and there's no safety car on the track, because here at Hutch, health and safety is our #1 priority. The real trick though is the timing. DRS is most effective down them long straights, so planning where and when to activate it can make the difference between a bold overtake and a wasted boost. On twistier tracks, you'll need to think carefully, or maybe even switch up your components to get the most out of your race strategy. To make it easy, the game will give you a clear visual indicator when the DRS becomes available. The overtake button will light up green and display ready, so you'll always know the perfect moment to strike. And when you activate it, you'll not only feel the boost, you'll see it in action, both on your car and your opponents. When that DRS is active, it boosts your car's max speed and improves overtaking performance for a limited duration during the race. It's designed to give you that extra edge when you need it most, whether you're chasing down your rivals or making bold moves on the straights. Depending on how strong your DRS component is, you might even overtake multiple cars in one go. But be careful, if 2 cars activate the DRS at the same time, the effects might cancel each other out. One important note, if you're in first place, you won't be able to use DRS, so you've got to keep it fair. DRS is tied to rear wing components starting from Series 4, so if you want access, you'll need to equip the right gear, and just like other parts of your setup, DRS is upgradable, letting you improve its duration, cooldown, and the power of the boost. So are you ready to outsmart, outpace, and outdrive the competition? Master the DRS, and you'll be flying past the field in no time. Components utilising the DRS at the start of the season are as followed. So we have the X-Hail, which is a Series 4 Epic rear wing. We also have the Aeroblade, which is a Series 9 rare rear wing. And finally, we have the Valkyrie, which is the Series 11 Epic rear wing, all featuring DRS. To make it easy, the game will give you a clear visual indicator when DRS becomes available. The DRS button will light up green and display ready, so you'll always know the perfect moment to strike. And when you activate it, you'll not only feel the boost, you'll see it in action, both on your car and your opponents.
So, I think a few of you made a good point there, and I actually noticed it when I was watching, and then it kind of contradicted itself. So, MK, you said the question as well, and I think I seen it at the same time as you. Does it no longer give qualifying on rear wings? Because when they did the upgrade of Valkyrie, I'm sure it didn't show a qualifying.
You'll need to equip the right gear, and just like other parts of your set,
so it's got qualifying on there. It must just be a graphic thing, MK, because if you watch this, it's got qualifying there as a +1.
DRS is upgradable, letting you improve,
and then doesn't show it there. So I think it's just graphic basis. But yeah, I thought the same when I did see that. I thought, oh, it's not got qualifying on there, so that's a bit weird. Going back to a point that I haven't missed it. Where did it go? Alvaro. We always remain honest about things that the developers do badly. Of course, I always fight for the players at the end of the day. Yes, I might go back to Hutch, or I might join back in to Hutch program, but ultimately I can give greater feedback to the game being in the program, and I'm more than happy to call them out when things aren't right either. But me sitting on the sidelines isn't going to get anywhere to improve the game. So having a link in there, as long as everything works behind the scenes better, we can lean towards more improvements. The difference was before that we didn't necessarily have that improvement style built in, whereas now we've got a dedication from Hutch to have a contact to, yeah, try and open up a bit more about the game. So fingers crossed that is going to be better. So let me know if you've got any questions on DRS, first of all, because we'll move on to probably one of the better features that I'm really excited for, which is objectives, something different to do. We've got speed. Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, you can see the speed. I think I can move my mouse. Yes, I can move my head as well. So you can see Bearman, look, we've got a speed on there now as well, 144 kph, and we've got 48. So you're going to be able to now see in the user interface your speed that your car is traveling at, which is quite good, which is beneficial for us. I think that's a nice little change overall. DRS in Baku is going to be mental. I am reading an auto cue. Absolutely. You think, oh, my brain's never going to remember all that. Did they let you play the game before you recorded? I haven't replayed the game, no. I do not know. I've never used DRS. Absolutely nothing. So I am going to be learning it tomorrow, the same as everybody else. So don't worry. There's no advantage there. But DRS looks a nice little feature until you get overtaken with it, probably. Not hit the car in front, fingers crossed. I mean, to be honest, in the pictures, they drove round the cars, which is good. We'll do objectives next, Calum, as well. No DRS for P1, of course. Daniel Thompson asked best use of CC points. Until we know what they are and what the store is, we don't know. So we're just going to have to hold fire until we get to that as well. Please tell me this was filmed at your place. Absolutely not, Lordog. That was the F1 Clash. That was where I was for the day, quite a while ago. DRS in Vegas. Yeah, it's going to be mental. Good evening, Myron. DRS is just going to be a game changer. Still see some of your comments about the pit pass, so understand that one. Once you activate DRS, can we stop it? I think it's going to be until it runs out. I think it's going to be an automatic push that when you've pushed, you will continuously use it. But again, we'll see how that works. Appreciate all the subscribes that are coming in as well at the moment. Game comes out in a coma. If you are morning on Tuesday, you've got probably a good 12 hours to wait. I'd say at least 12 hours. Probably more like 18 hours at this point. CC points on DRS rear wings, potentially, Kimo. Yeah, with the opportunity. Maybe the biggest rear wing to get us the biggest DRS value. Who is no? Where is F1 Clash headquarters? Amir, London. And Myron, the update is tomorrow, I believe. And you should be able to use... I mean, DRS is a cooldown, and it will feature again. So, again, you're probably looking... You can use it at any point during the race. So any more questions on DRS? Or should we move to the objectives? What do we think? DRS boosts. Are they going to add DRS into boosts? That could be interesting. MK asked the same question. Yeah, I mean, could we see a revamp of DRS and the boost bottles? We still have everything else though. I imagine we've got race start. We've still got everything else unless they remove something, which is going to be interesting. Do you have to be 1 second behind the driver? It doesn't look like it from what we see. It doesn't look like there's a zone. But Nick, qualifying stat is still there. And will DRS drain tyres? I imagine the faster you go, the more it will drain tyres, yes. No confirmation, but I imagine naturally, the faster you go, the worse it gets. Trade-off will be on non-DRS. I mean, there's got to be something, Robbie. They can't be too epic, but who knows? Yeah, no, I agree on the boosts. I think unless they've got some new boosts, Nash, that might be the way they go. But I think at this point, yeah, we kind of don't know. I don't think they'll add anything. I think it'll completely wreck the game if they put it into boosts. But it depends if we need to use the boosts. That'll be the question. Do we need to use DRS? If we don't use DRS, do we have a massive disadvantage? So, are we ready for objectives? We'll go back through that one. I mean, pit stop boost is pretty pointless. I don't think there's any boost featured in this one. They could change out pit time. Not every wing. Yeah, only 3. Is it 3 rear wings? So, yeah. And Mate, it looks like you can potentially use it in the corners. But let's go objectives. So we'll play the objectives through. And then let me know if you've got any comments on objectives, even DRS still. And remember, hit the like button for me on the video. And remember, we're going to be live tomorrow during the first day of F1 Clash when it gets released. And our Discord is in the chat as well. I think, MK, DRS is only going to be associated to those parts shown. It's not going to be able to be used elsewhere. Well, the thing is, Nash, with DRS as well, the question is, when do you use it? Because P1, if you're right behind P1 and you're sat in P2 towards the line, can you just fly past? This is going to be such, I think, a game changer. I generally think it will be. But let's go into objectives and then let's see. Let's see what we're saying. We'll see what we think, because I think this is a really key one.
Next, we're diving into something that's about to add a whole new layer of strategy, challenge and fun to F1 Clash. And it also happens to be one of the most requested features by the community, and even a feature that I've wanted to see for a while. Say hello to the brand new objectives system. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting your F1 Clash journey, objectives are here to make every race, crate and upgrade more meaningful and, of course, more rewarding. So what are objectives? Objectives are mini goals that will refresh frequently, giving you the bonus rewards for doing things that you already love today. Racing, upgrading drivers, collecting crates, and more. But that isn't all. These challenges also push you to try new strategies, explore different drivers, test out new components, and really dig into what F1 Clash has to offer. From winning races to qualifying ahead of your rival to collecting boosts, coins, or even trophies, there's always something to aim for. And because these challenges rotate regularly, there's always a reason to check back, jump in, and push for that next reward. Not only do objectives help you progress faster, they also reward you with objective points. Every time you complete a daily or weekly challenge, you can then spend those points in the brand new Objectives store. A special shop packed with high value items, exclusive crates, unique rewards you won't find anywhere else. Complete challenges, earn points, and treat yourself to some of the best gear in F1 Clash, all by racing smart. No pressure, no 4 steps, just a flexible system that rewards you for for playing your way. And if you're just starting out in F1 Clash, objectives are a fantastic way to learn the game without feeling overwhelmed. You'll get guidance on what to do, what to focus on, and how to build your team without those long tutorials or hand-holding. And here's where things get spicy. During special events, you'll see unique objectives based on specific drivers, components, or even tracks. Perfect for seasoned pros looking for a challenge. It's the ultimate way to test your skills and get rewarded for your creativity and racecraft. Whether you're grinding duels, competing in GPs, or just doing your daily race runs, there's always something to compete and something to earn. Plus, you'll get clear visual progress, easy access to each challenge, and initiative ways to track your goals. So if you're ready to level up your F1 Clash experience, the objective system is your next stop. Log in, complete challenges, earn rewards, and show the world what a true team principal can do.
Interesting then. So I want to go back to the pictures because I like this. Basically, if you race more, you do the objectives, you get more stuff in the game. That's what it seems to me. Just by racing, you're going to be able to unlock stuff, you're going to be able to buy stuff. I think that's a massive win because the way I look at it is, you don't have this before. Whereas we just race, and that is it. Whereas now, we've got things to go and do duels for. We've got things to go and race for. Try different things. And I think that is actually, a absolutely brilliant thing. I've said it so many times throughout the season. Just give me some weekly, monthly challenges or what have you. And it'll be absolutely epic. So I just want to have a look at a few of the images anyway. Because I want to see what it looks like. Now, there was some Kevin Magnussens and some Bottas's in there. So I imagine it's built on their own old test system. Matteo, I look very similar. It is me, yes. So I want to just have a look at some of the objectives in here. Let's try and find... So, let's have a look. And I'll try and creep out the way. So, we've got a store at the top. We've got a weekly sponsor, which shows at Haas. And we've got our credits. Now, we've got daily and weekly on this graphic, with the daily objectives obviously ending every day. We have got daily objectives, for example, set out. Qualify higher than your rivals. Interestingly, I wouldn't hold too much against what these will probably change. Qualify, so that's qualify ahead of your rivals. That's good matchmaking you need, pretty much. Win pit pass trophies, equip and use boosts, and there's a lot of... Let me try and mute it and see if it scrolls down. But I wouldn't take these as literally physical challenges we're going to get. Watch adverts. Cool. Obviously, watch adverts has a bigger number. Log into the game. You will get objectives for logging into the game. So, that's interesting. Now, if we go to it as well, what else have we got? So, we've still got the weekly sponsor of Haas, which is an interesting one. So, obviously, that we can collect these pretty easy. 4,000. I don't think this is going to be... I can't see this being accurate to what's actually in the store. Because I'm sure Schumacher was only like 25 points. So, when do I stop talking and go on to the store? So, obviously, let's... Hold on. I want to just see if there's anything in here. I think this... Where's livery gone? Kyle, it is, yes. Where's livery gone? Because that, I think, is sponsor tasks. That is cards. That is club. The clubs is the other side. Livery's been moved, it looks like, because that is definitely car. That is like challenges, sorry. That is definitely challenges. That'll be interesting to see where that's gone. I want to know how the... they must have bought that legendary crate, MK, through the store. I think that's what they're trying to say. Aeroblade may be the most wanted car part. It could be. So, what I wanted... watch ad, Mark Webber. Yeah, that's not really giving me anything. And an hour's crate time as well. That's interesting. Will the coins disappear after the... I don't know. That's going to be the interesting one. But let's take a look. I want to have a look at the store. Because this is interesting. It says on the blog. Fair. That's good, Tomer. It's in the parts section. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, which is good to know. I'll have to have a read after. Run down the crate timer already. Yep. So, here we go. There is no way that Schumacher cost 20. You could see how much it took. We got 3,000 from just selecting all of the sponsored, the objective tasks. There is no way that is. I think these you've got to take as face value. These are not going to be what it costs. Yeah, you can buy one of Schumacher. You can buy books. You can get. I think this is just a purpose of showing what you can get. You've got coins, rares, epics. Yeah, so it looks like just by rating, I think it's going to stop players running out of books, maybe running out of coins as well, which is good because that is exactly what we want. And obviously you can see at the top, weekly sponsor is done with the manufacturer of the car part, which is interesting. So that is a very interesting change as well. And objectives based on your current series too. I mean, I'd imagine I'd have to have a look at the blog to take a look. Anything else we can see? I don't think there was anything else in objectives. So let's get into legendary. I mean, I'll have to read the details and then come back to see what we have. But I think apparently it is in the car screen now, the liveries, in the parts section, sorry. So yeah, at least we're going to all be able to race and we're going to be able to earn stuff as well, which is going to be great. So if there's a limit on max coins to attain, then it will be a challenge to get stuff you want versus what can be bought or really. Yeah, that's a good point. That is true. Now, the one thing I will say is I'm going to have to ask a question on legendary drivers because I say Jacques Villeneuve in this, and it's a picture of Gilles Villeneuve. So I don't know when that is. And it wasn't, of course, done yesterday, MK, because you were in my Discord server when I shared the picture of me with that background. And it's been my stream starting screen for a very long time. So if anybody was clever enough, they'd have known that it wasn't recent when they're putting it all together. So let's go with legendary drivers. Let's take a look at this one.
Back for 2025 are legendary drivers. This season, they're in from the get-go with 6 drivers available immediately. And them 6 are Mark Webber, Felipe Massa, Jenson Button, David Coulthard, Jacques Villeneuve.
See, that's where I say Jacques Villeneuve. And it's Gilles Villeneuve. So that's going to be an interesting one. Let's hold the fort on that one because I noticed that when I was watching it. I don't know if you did or not. That is definitely Gilles Villeneuve. So we'll have to find out if we're going to get Jacques Villeneuve or not. So we'll have to find out. Hey, Calum, I don't write the script, buddy. I'm innocent on that one.
And for the first time ever, Giancarlo Fisichella.
What do we think about that, by the way? Let me know in the comments.
There'll be special events throughout the year where additional legendary drivers will be added. There'll be familiar faces and even some brand new legendary drivers. So keep your eyes peeled for these.
Yeah, so Fisichella with us for the F1 Clash 2025 season. Senna, Calum, if you've seen the Pit Pass teaser, Senna was on the Pit Pass as well. But it seems like we've got them 5 legendary drivers to start, which is good. Eddie Irvine could be a good one. Yeah, that'd be a nice feature back to Eddie as well. There's a lot of legendary drivers that could be included. The likes of, you've got Vettel, Raikkonen, I'd say are decent. Hakkinen, Keke Rosberg, absolutely. So, yeah, there's some weird choices with the legends. But ultimately, yeah, I don't create the game. But, yeah, that is going to be an intro. Where's Gatifi? Yeah, now I'm waiting for Gatifi, Sargent and everything to get added as well. But at least we're going to have it from day one, it seems, I think, from legendary drivers, which is going to be good. That is what we all wanted to see, because at least I know no clue about if we've got to upgrade them yet, but I imagine we do. Or how we can obtain them either. I'll have to read the blog notes to see what is in that one. But at least we've got some fun. We can earn legacy points in the pit pass and everything like that as well. So at least we can start to upgrade some of these drivers. And then let's finally run through what is the pit pass for you as well.
Finally, the pit pass has undergone a major makeover ahead of the new season. This year, the pit pass is bigger and better, bringing a whole host of different rewards for players. There are now 60 milestones for players to earn, and the rewards are more varied and valuable than ever seen before. This year, you'll be able to get legendary drivers, legacy points, boosts, power-ups, limited edition liveries, and more. Each month will bring a new theme to the pit pass and to F1 Clash in general.
So yeah, that was the pit pass. That's probably the most controversial change of the F1 Clash season of 2025, that doubling of the cost. I do think it will be good if it includes obviously double the rewards that they say, but the proof will be in the pudding. Will they provide good rewards, or will it be rubbish rewards for double the price? That's the one thing I would say. So I'm kind of sitting on the fence at the moment. I'm not going to say it's a great change. I'm not going to say it's a bad change. I'm going to basically sit on the fence and wait to see what happens. It is expensive from an in-game purchase, especially when you look at it over a whole season to keep buying that every month. Definitely target the ones that you want, but it could have been a lot worse, is the way I would say it. They could have just doubled the pit pass without adding anything else. I am going to sit on the fence. It's a pretty tough one, Nick. Yeah, that's probably the way. But could the cost be less? Could it have been $7.99? Could it have been $8.99? That's probably, yeah. I think it'll be day one. If we see the pit pass when we launch the game, if it's full of 10k coins and stuff like that, then yeah, there's going to be huge question marks in the air, that is for certain. We can't imagine everyone's going to be able to afford that $10.99 or whatever it is going to be a month. But the one thing I will say is at least they added extra rewards and they didn't just put it up. I would love to see some unbelievable liveries as well. You know, like Senna's livery from the McLaren. Oh, I'd love to see some of the old classic liveries in there. That would be a dream if they could. A career objective would be good, or career, but I don't think they'll ever bring that to the game. But I think that is all the changes we had. So, I mean, 185 people watching at the moment. Please do hit the like button. Let me know quickly down in the comments. We've probably got about 5-10 minutes left. Nothing on trades. I guess what I would say, MK, is if the questions that we haven't been answered, they probably haven't changed too much. I imagine asset trading may be the same, matchmaking may be the same, GP grouping's the same, maybe they've worked on it a little bit, who knows. But I would definitely say on the back of that they are the big changes that we've been through today on F1 Clash. So yeah, let me know what you think overall for the 2025 season, what you think now. And let me know also what you think about me presenting. I mean, it's the first thing I've ever done in front of actually people and recording for Hutch. Obviously, yeah, it was a great opportunity. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, yeah. Social anxiety is one of my biggest challenges in life. It's quite easy to sit behind a camera. It's very hard to watch myself and let others hear me, so yeah, I tried my best. I did move around with my hands a lot, and I did move side to side. That is the old nerves coming in. But yeah, I think we're in. The big question is the cost in the pit pass, 100%. I think that's the downfall of the upgrade to the new season. But let's see what the rewards are like. I think DRS is great because it adds a different element of racing. We've got to do it. We've also got objectives, so we've got something to race for each week as well. Hey, hopefully, Harry, Get recommending me to F1. Let's get me on Sky Sports. We all need trophies still for leveling up the pit pass, yep, as well. And Budakaran, appreciate the kind words on that one. We have global grouping for GPs. At the minute, I imagine that stays. I can't see them reverting that back to the old style. And Nick, yeah, someone obtaining a higher DRS in a higher part and then dropping down could be a factor. But I also think people are going to buy DRS with their CC points. I think that could be the way they go. But we can't rush in. That's the one thing I would say to everybody. Do not rush and spend your CC points. Let me race. Give me a few days, maybe even up to a week. Hold off on any video you see about spending your CC points. Wait for me to get a video out, because I'm not going to rush in for views, clickbait, nothing. I'm going to find what the best thing to buy is, and we'll go from there. Because I'm not going to rush content. I'm going to take my time. This season is going to be interesting, especially with that DRS. So a lot of people straight away will be thinking, I need to buy a rear wing for DRS. Let's hold off until we realise. But until then, let's roll on tomorrow. We'll be live as soon as we get the update. So make sure to come back tomorrow and come and see us take on the new season. How long for Series 12? Who knows? We'll get racing. I am off all week, so I will be recording, I will be streaming pretty much all week during the day and into the evening. So make sure to come and join us as we grind as hard as we can on pretty much both accounts. We've got that brand new free-to-play account this season. We're going to go absolutely from scratch. No boosts, no previous season use. We have a brand new account being created tomorrow, and we're going to get ready to race. It's going to be fun. So hopefully we're all going to see you there. Make sure to join my Discord as well. I'll drop that link in the comment too. But hopefully we get the upgrade before MK, and he has to sit and watch my ugly face at least 4 times. And yeah, it's going to be interesting, but we've got the grind, objectives, opportunities. We've got to go for it. Appreciate all your kind words. It's been a bit rough. We've had a lot of personal attacks from people out there. I don't choose how Hutch promote their game. I don't interfere with what happens. But Hutch make the decisions they make at the end of the day. And yeah, I just run with them and go with it. We had a great opportunity to do this video. Never going to turn it down. And hopefully I've done a good job at presenting and providing you with your 2025 season. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without all you lot at the end of the day. So your support gets me to places like this. So thank you very much for supporting me, getting me the opportunity. Even through our ups and downs last season, we still managed to come out stronger as well. So Mete will decide in the new season what is best. But please hit the like button, join our Discord, get involved with the conversation, and we'll catch you later on. We'll catch you tomorrow. It's new season time.